Hey guys, welcome back. This is Highmoon with another LOL Mooncast. Today, I'm actually going to be bringing a game that I played, and by no means am I a professional at all, and I am going to be focusing on pro games for the majority of my cast here, but I decided that I want to put this one out here just because it was a fun game. And I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy this replay for what it is, which is basically a little bit of a cheese here. And yeah, it was just a fun game. I thought I'd put it up here. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want to see, some more fun games every once in a while, or if, let's just keep it to the pro matches. That being said, this is going to be between myself, Highmoon, and iNStratus. So I'm just going to refer to him as Stratus. And yeah, so this is going to be a PvZ, and basically, I think I've been playing a couple games, and I was getting kind of mad, so, when you guys are playing ladder, and it's like, let's just lost some games, let's go for some crazy cheese build, which is exactly what I'm doing. So, what I did is I took the first probe that I made, rallied him all the way over from across the map, and just said, hey, you know what, I'm going to build a pylon right next to your base, straight into Forge, and this is like the most cheesy, aggressive cannon rush that you can do. So it is straight up cheese, and this is actually, on this map particular, this is actually very easy to stop. You guys can see it's about 2 minutes into the game now, and all you need to do is simply walk one of your harvesters around the outside, and you can easily pick up if this is moved. If it is moved, sorry my phone was ringing there, but you can easily pick up if there's a pylon outside your base. Now, I did notice there's a bunch of mistakes in this game, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say that. For example, after I put down this cannon, I was like, alright, let's go put down the second one, but this supply depot was up. So actually, I got really lucky because he lowered it, and then I was able to continue the rush into his base. Now that I'm thinking about the game, I do remember why I decided to cheese. Is because my opponent was coming in as random, and I was like, you know what? I hate random people, so I'm going to go ahead and try to cheese him. Unfortunately, he spawned as Terran, which is like the worst race to try to cannon rush. Okay? Protoss versus Protoss, like, you can do it sometimes. Simply because, all they're going to have early is Zealots, which have no range. Now you can see the Marines here are going to go ahead and make work on this pylon, and unless you, like, super deep, keep your pylons and your photon cannons together, like, you can't move up at all. Which luckily this guy is right next to my photon cannon. But yeah, so it's really just a bad idea to try to cannon rush versus Terran. Versus Zerg, of course, is going to be challenging because of the creep. And so at this point in the game, when I saw that he's Terran and I saw that he found me, I'm thinking GG, because it's very easy to defend from here. And so in a desperate move, I went ahead and put down gateways in his base. However, he is moving out with, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Marines into my base, in which there's no defense, and a pylon is going up right now. And when I was reviewing this game, because, okay, he put down 3 barracks, which normally would have been fine, but what I noticed towards the end of the game, and I want to check now, is that actually I am way ahead in the harvester supply. 10 versus 23. So his problem is that he put down all these barracks, and I think this is really what hindered him. Like I said, there are a bunch of mistakes in this game. So with the 3 barracks down, they can't really produce anything because he didn't have the extra mineral to put anything down. Now the 8 Marines are moving into the base right now, but luckily 4 of them are injured from the photon cannon, which is really going to be key in this engagement. All the probes coming off the mineral line, trying to get a good surround on them instead of just moving in completely. But as you can see, I had 23, so this is going to be, let's see, workers killed 8, 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 10. I was looking at the wrong tab there. But yeah, 10 10 probes going down, so now it's 10 to 16, and still in the lead. And there are a couple Zealots coming out, and they're going to try to make work on the supply depot, but unfortunately, Marines are way better than Zealots. But the supply depot, will it go down? Yes, it does. And this one little Zealot over here is running around. Let's see, where is he? With 4 HP, but his shield will regen, so he'll be useful. And I wasn't sure about this when I was playing the game, but yes, that supply depot killing actually did supply lock him, which normally, you know, kind of sucks. But at this point, he only had about 150 mineral, and now he has to spend another 100 on the supply depot, so that's going to make a big difference. Now we've got another group of Marines moving out across the map, and at the same time, we're going to play the scoot and shoot game. And you can see the supply lock is actually stopping his Marines, but I'm just trying to take down anything. But the Marines do have their bunker, and they should be able to get it repaired. I don't think this is going to work. I said I actually played this game a week or two ago, so I do not remember everything that happened. And no, the SCVs will be able to repair it. And now there are 8 Marines in my base with only 1 photon cannon. And this right here was definitely a mistake on Stratus' part. While this photon cannon is defending my base, there's nothing around the backside. He decides to commit into killing the photon cannon. I guess he really wanted to wipe me out. Unfortunately, he lost half his Marines and injured 2 of his 4 remaining. A much better move would have been a move around the side here, harass the probes, keep them from mining, and he probably could have won the game right there if he had decided simply to go around the backside. But it does look like Warpgate technology. I even put the Cybercore in his base. Warpgate finish, as Stalker, of course, is going to be able to finish off the Marine push quite easily. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of Marines inside. Let's go ahead and pull up the army tab here. But there are a bunch of Marines versus now Stalkers, which is going to give me the advantage simply because Stalkers are so good versus Marines. Until Marauders come out and there are no tech labs down, the Stalkers should be able to out-micro the Marines, and there are no longer any pushes at my base. And now that Warpgate technology is finished, even if they do go across the map, I will be able to warp in some units to defend. And now here we go for the scoot and shoot. Just going back and forth all day trying to pick off Marines, basically just for the price of my shield, which did work out quite nicely for me in this situation. And as you can see, there's now a factory being built and nothing coming out of it yet, but trying to take down the bunker. And now it's just the Marines versus the Stalkers. And the Stalkers are going to scoot and shoot, but it looks like there's way too many Marines falling back to the cannons. And the thing about this game is I thought for sure I was going to lose, but you see he's only been on 10 harvesters the entire game. And I will say that I've played this game, or of course I've played this game before, but I've played on this map and tried this cheese before. But like I said, it's very easy to stop if you're sure to run your SCV, drone, whatever, around this ledge to observe for the pylons and the cannon rush. So very, very important to check for that cheese, especially on 2-player maps like this. Now this is much bigger 2-player map than some of the originals, so it's not as much of a problem. But remember, 2-player maps still can be slightly cheesy because your opponent knows exactly where you start. Of course, you know where they start as well. This last Stalker is coming across the map. And factory is finished, is now building a tank. So possibly going to go for siege tank, which really, I understand what he was going for, is that siege tank hangs out here and it can finally bust down the cannons. Marines can move in. But unfortunately, it is too late in the game for him to really do anything about it. And now I've hit critical mass on the Stalkers, and I'm going to fully engage here. So, which basically is GG, and in the meantime, I've just been pumping out some probes, and I do actually have quite a bit of minerals right now running off of 3 gates. And the final SCVs are coming off the line. The siege tank is done, and siege has not been finished yet. Only about halfway. So there's really not much he's going to be able to do here. There's a GG from Stratus. And yeah, that was just an extremely cheesy game. And like I said, it's really easy to stop. But I thought it was just a fun game because the entire time I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. Because you don't cannon rush a Terran. That's just really a bad idea. But I did get extremely lucky this game. And mistakes on both sides for sure. Like I said, I really didn't have any defense at my base. And yeah, so it's just a fun game. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And this is Highmoon signing off.